I do try to really tune into people, and some people just want to be left alone. And I highly respect that and honor that. This is not an invasive. We don't thump people over the head with a Bible or anything else. It's a place for conversation. And we hope that it will become a spiritual conversation, because life is spiritual. But we want you to come to that conclusion, rather than for me to give that conclusion to you.
Because we remember and believe more of what we ourselves verbalize than what we hear from others.
Exactly.
So you're leading the person on to saying that.
Exactly.
Are you more fulfilled as a barista, and then we're going to get to the word barista, because you know we do that here. Okay, are you more fulfilled as a barista?
I wouldn't say more fulfilled. I'm having the time of my life.
Ooh.
Given the place I'm at, where my family is at, the age of my children, all of those kind of things, it's the right thing.
How old are your children?
They're in their 20s.
Okay, so they would love the coffee shop then.
Oh, they do, yes. Yeah.
Oh, now, I need to talk to you about the word barista. It sounds feminine, but you are not a woman. So why is the word called barista, not baristor or toe? Or
it's Italian. I got no clue.
You have, okay, no clue.
Sorry,
see how much
I can't. We would have had to do research beforehand to get this one.
All right, but it is a barista, and it sounds like, well, it's a person behind a bar, and my thought goes to alcohol. But is it a coffee shop, or is it anybody who's behind a bar?
No, it would be unique to coffee, and it's the skill. You would be a barista when you know how to make espresso, macchiatos, those other specialty coffee drinks that take more than just pushing the button.
Okay. Now, the making of the coffee, we're talking spiritual here because we're talking coffee. Is it as much fun as you thought it would be? And how was it to learn?
It was actually kind of crazy. And I messed up all kinds of things. I poured out a lot of milk, a lot of coffee that even I wouldn't drink. And so it's that whole process of learning, kind of like what we do with life. Most of us don't get it right from the very beginning. And it's very easy to give up.
I was going to ask you if you had a metaphor for that, and then you give me a metaphor for that. Why coffee?
I wish I knew that right now.
Were you at the right place at the right time when somebody said, do you want to do that? Or did you leave that mountain getaway and think, well, of course it was a couple of years in the making, but what drew you toward coffee as a ministry?
I had been using coffee in my ministry for a number of years. Because I had seen its impact and effect, and it was using it as a space to draw people who weren't comfortable in a traditional church setting into that opportunity. So I was very familiar with coffee, but had kind of played around with it. And then when I left the previous church, God really did set some things in my lap, open some doors that were simply too good to say no to.